Alright, today I'm going to my friend CJ's and we're going to weld on the trailer, which means we're going to be mounting the awning in the tent today. But since I'm using 1-inch square tubing, the original hardware is way too short, so I'm going to have to go take this with me and get this about, I don't know, 2 inches long. Alright, so we got all our little spots ground off. Now it's time to run some welds. Alright, we're not professional welders. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll damn sure hold. Alright, so we got the 2 bars welded on to hold the tent. Now we're going to do the 2 bars that are going to hold up the awning. CJ's grinding spots for the weld, and I'm going to drill 2 holes at the top of the poles. That's going to be for the hardware for the channel so the awning can mount to it. Alright, we got our 2 uprights for the awning, and we got our 2 crossbars for the tent. Now it's time to hit it with some paint, and then we can start mounting everything. Alright, so we got the tent mounted, the awning. Now we're going to flip the axle, so we got to take the wheels off, unbolt the U-bolts, slide the axle out, put it underneath the leaf springs, and bolt everything back up. Alright, so I gotta get everything in place, but this is pretty much what it's gonna be like. It's gonna be the total opposite of what it was before. Okay, so yesterday was a really busy day. We were in a kind of like a time crunch, so I didn't get to film everything I wanted to film. But anyway, here's the tent after what we did yesterday. We got the crossbars welded on for the tent mounted perfectly. This trailer is like the perfect size. 4x6 is the perfect size for just a regular roof size tent. The 2 posts for the awning is mounted obviously. It's the perfect height. Tall people aren't gonna be hitting their head on it. And it's not too tall where it's going to be annoying to put away. The last thing we did yesterday was flip the axle. Look how much room it gave. It gave just about 4 to 4.5 inches of lift. It's perfectly level, as you can see. It's on the jack stand, but that's about the same height as my hitch on my trailer. At this point, I'm probably not going to do anything with the tires. I'm not going to put bigger rims on there, tires, or anything. The tires are brand new. No sense in switching them out. Mainly it would just be for looks anyway. The trailer's the perfect height for going over obstacles, and like I said, pulling behind the Jeep, it's pretty smooth and pretty level, so I'm not going to mess anything up with that. Next things on the list is probably going to get a tongue jack for the front and 1 or 2 for the rear. That's just to make it stable when it's not hooked up to the Jeep, and I'll be camping in it, so you're not rocking back and forth so much. After that on the list, probably the marine battery, LED lights, and probably just going to mount just a propane tank or water. This is a perfect size trailer. I don't want to fill it up with all kinds of heavy stuff because that would kind of defeat the purpose. If you look back in my videos prior to this, I had a green trailer, which was amazing. It was really cool looking, fun. But the thing was, it was so heavy and it was wider than my Jeep, so it was kind of annoying to pull on trails and just pull down the interstate once I was loaded up with, firewood, chairs, table, a grill, all that stuff. So that's why I got rid of that trailer and I put everything on top of my Jeep just to make it easier. Now I'm going back to a trailer because I'm tired of having the tent on top of the Jeep. It was fun and it was nice not having a trailer, but I think the main problem was reaching the tent to put the cover on and setting it. It was just kind of annoying. I had to climb up there every time, and that's really where it got annoying. Plus, I wouldn't be able to fit in my garage, and I kind of like parking in my garage. And it's been a year since I've been able to do that. So, that being said, this is the trailer so far, and stay tuned and look forward to the next videos. Thank you.